I'm just here waiting at the parking lot of my work. So I'm early and the store is opened. Well, there's somebody in there, but lights are on and everything, but the door is locked, and I'm like, oh my god, seriously. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna try and catch up as much as I can before 10 with the questions of the 31 Days of Tarot by Ethony, whom I will link below. Okay, so I stayed at day 13 and it's now day 22. So we'll see how much I can make, and hopefully, yeah, let's just put the safety first. So day 13 is what is your best, worst, memorable tarot moment for 2017, I think. For example, was there a message you were shocked to get or give, or a theme you kept getting? A deck that surprised you, or a reading that stuck with you? And this question is by Michelle E.O. Chakra. Okay, so a lot of stuff in a single question. I don't think I can remember everything. I do have a very memorable reading spread that I did with one of the challenges that I was trying to accomplish in September, and it was with the Dark Goddess Tarot. I was trying to okay, yes, that deck, this surprised me because I was trying to work with it without needing the book, because that deck is solely just goddesses from different pantheons, different cultures, and I was like, oh my god, I need to learn about all of these goddesses and their stories and everything. But I found out that I could, based on the images and based on the images alone, not necessarily knowing the backstory of the goddesses, I could get some intuitive messages. The one that stuck with me and had me like stop doing the challenge and just sit with the cards was a 4-card spread, but I got 5 because jumpers. So it was all major arcana, and it was based on the day. It was a spread designed by Larissa from the Bard's Lament. Hi. So it was for morning, midday, afternoon, and twilight, and I pulled a 5th card for night. And it was mostly major arcana and court cards, and one of the major arcanas was the Tower. I have a history with that card, and in that deck, the Tower is Kali. Yeah. I thought that was my ego thinking. I thought that was gonna be me on my birthday, announcing to the world, being Facebook, that I was pagan and blah blah blah, all of that good stuff, scary stuff. But no, it ended up being that the Tower was a hurricane. I had related hurricanes and natural disasters per se with Tower moments, with something else that I've been thinking about, and Hurricane Irma passed by Puerto Rico a few weeks. I don't know if it was before that or after that, but on my birthday, September 20, 2018, Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, and it was a Category 5 hurricane, unheard of in all of this, generations. It was crazy, and I'm over here in the States being like, oh my goodness, Is my family okay? Are my friends okay? Is my island gonna be okay? And yeah, all of that in my birthday. And I kept getting these messages like, have an amazing day! Enjoy your happy birthday! And I'm like, I can't! And then not hearing from them for a long time, or well, what felt like a long time, it was 2 days, and people were left without knowing from their relatives for weeks. And you know, it's only been like, it's been now 4 months since the Hurricane Maria, and people are still with blue tarps on their ceilings because they haven't received. People are still without communication, but roads are still torn. There are bridges that were destroyed. It's just crazy. And yeah, then after that, other stuff happened, and after that, plot happens, and you know, it just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. And that was my story with Kali and the tower. If you ever think that you know that you have any control over what the tower means, good luck to you. Share your favorite divination tool aside from tarot. That's day 14. I like to look outside. A very old form of divination is augury, and I recently learned about that, and it's bird watching. The watching birds and flight patterns and all that. I just like doing that as entertainment, listening to the crows and looking at the vultures circling around, or eagles, or you know, I haven't really figured out the like how to interpret them as divination. So, and along the line, my dreams, I have a bunch of dreams. Sometimes I have had episodes where I don't have dreams or don't remember my dreams at all, but I have been remembering bits and pieces from my dreams recently, and I can see them relating to different aspects of my day or days. Day 15. Do you have a deck for personal use only? Why not? I don't know. I guess every deck that I have, because I read for myself mostly. I have read for friends, and some family members, the ones that know that I read tarot and want to receive a reading for whatever reason. But yeah, I don't have this need for decks for me only and decks for others, because I don't read for others, which I would like to start doing more of. Do you read reversals? Why and why not? Okay. Initially, no. Oh, that's day 16. Initially, no, I don't. They confused me, because you can interpret them as many different things. But recently, I have been. I have 2 little decks. I have the Mesquite Tarot, and I have the Morgan Greer Tarot. That's in my purse. It's the mini one in a tin. So I have those, and for some reason the cards disappear in reverse, and I decided, okay, let's use this. And with the Morgan Greer, the reading that I did, it was like all of these, the cards that were in the reverse were like the things that I wish was happening, or what I wanted to deceive myself with, I guess. Like, I'm gonna miss this place, or I am going to push forward and be victorious in this, and you know. By the way, the tower appeared there in reverse. Stalker card. So, and then the upright cards formed a straight line, a straight vertical line. So that was like my reality. So it was like my ideal versus the reality, what was gonna happen, or what I really wanted to happen, or what I needed to happen, which was interesting. Another one was the spread that I did yesterday. It was just 3 cards pulled randomly from the Mesquite Tarot, and it was 2 majors and 1 minor, and all of them were reversed, all of them from different parts of the deck. And I had, you know, done this thing where you split and upturn and downturn the cards before shuffling, so that they were mixed up. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still experimenting with it. Day 17, I'm gonna do another time because I can't really paint or sketch my favorite tarot card. Day 18, that's gonna be its own video because I have a story to go with the card that I want to make. Day 18, share one of the new things that you learned about tarot last year. That I could take my time, that I didn't need to consult the cards for every single thing, that I didn't need to have this big question, ultimate truth, my magic, my whatever, that it could be for practical things too. So yeah. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Day 19. We are catching up, people. This is amazing. Share which tarot deck out there gives you the heebie-jeebies. I'm sorry for those of you who like her decks, but Doreen Virtue decks, I'm just like, I have thought about getting the Goddess Guidance Oracle, because that's the only one that interests me from, you know, what used to be her decks. Move on. Share number, day 20. Share one tarot myth you used to believe and why you stopped believing it. That you had to sleep with your cards under your pillow. I confess, I did that, but it's so uncomfortable, so I stopped doing that. Yeah, I've heard different tarot myths, and I think I'm gonna leave it here because it's 1 minute to enter, so I should get going. I heard about you have to be gifted your deck. If I waited for somebody to gift me my first deck, I wouldn't have tarot, or wouldn't have started to read tarot. And that nobody else can touch your decks because it will stop working for you. That doesn't work for me. If I don't let anybody touch my decks, it's because I don't want them to ruin them by shuffling too hard. That's it. Okay, for number 21, share some of your favorite deck storage. I keep them in their box, and the ones that don't have box, I keep them in some velvet bags. So yeah, it's not that fancy. They are in my bookshelf. Number 22, share the card that was the hardest for you to get when you were first learning the tarot. How do you feel about that card? The 7 of Swords. I did not understand that guy, or, you know, that situation, but it was because I hadn't had to go through a situation where I needed to, you know, look after my interests against what everyone else would think was right, you know? I've passed through a situation similar to that, so now I get that card. And we are all caught up, and it's below 15 minutes. Yay! Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be the draw, paint, or sketch your favorite tarot card. Talk a little bit about this card while you're drawing. Okay, bye.